Meta's new data centers could gobble up millions of gallons of water per day. But not to worry, because Meta says it's cracking down on Facebook creators who steal content. And Claude AI now integrates with Canva. It's Tuesday, July 15th, and here's a quick look at tech in the news this morning from Engadget. Meta is building several gigawatt-sized data centers to power AI, as reported by Bloomberg. CEO Mark Zuckerberg says the company will spend hundreds of billions of dollars to accomplish this feat with the aim of creating superintelligence. The term typically refers to artificial general intelligence, which describes AI systems that boast human-level intelligence across multiple domains. This is something of a holy grail for Silicon Valley tech types. The first center is called Prometheus, and it comes online next year. It's being built in Ohio. Next up, there's a data center called Hyperion that's almost the size of Manhattan. Now, this one should be able to scale up to 5 gigawatts over several years. Some of these campuses will be among the largest in the world, as most data centers can only generate hundreds of megawatts of capacity. Meta has also been staffing up its superintelligence labs team, recruiting folks from OpenAI, Google's DeepMind, and others. Scale AI's co-founder, Alexander Wang, is heading up this effort. However, these giant data centers do not exist in a vacuum. The complexes typically brush up against local communities. The centers are not only power hogs, but also water hogs. The New York Times just published a report on how Meta data centers impact local water supplies. There's a data center east of Atlanta that has damaged local wells and caused municipal water prices to soar, which could lead to a shortage and rationing by 2030. The price of water in the region is set to increase by 33% in the next 2 years. Typical data centers guzzle around 500,000 gallons of water each day. But these forthcoming AI-centric complexes will likely be even thirstier. The new centers could require millions of gallons per day, according to water permit applications reviewed by the New York Times. Mike Hopkins, the executive director of the Newton County Water and Sewerage Authority, says that applications are coming in with requests for up to 6 million of gallons of water per day, which is more than the county's entire daily usage. This same worrying story is playing out across the country. Data center hotspots in Texas, Arizona, Louisiana, and Colorado are also taxing local water reserves. For instance, some Phoenix home builders have been forced to pause new constructions due to droughts exacerbated by these data centers. Meta is going after creators who rip off other users' content as part of a broader effort to fix Facebook's feed. In its latest update, the company laid out new steps it's taking to penalize accounts that lift work from others. In a blog post for creators, Meta says that accounts that repeatedly and improperly reuse other accounts' text posts, photos, or videos will have their pages demonetized for a period of time. Meta will also throttle all of their posts, not just the ones with the offending content. Now, the company notes that the change is meant to target repeated reposting of content from other creators without permission or meaningful enhancements, and not content like reaction videos. Meta has previously taken similar steps to reward original content on Instagram, where the company has actively replaced reposted reels with the original clip. The company now says it's looking into a similar move on Facebook by adding a link to the original video when it detects a duplicate. The latest crackdown comes as Meta says it's trying to reduce the amount of spammy and other undesirable posts in Facebook's feed. Earlier this year, the company said it would demonetize creators who share posts with spammy captions and go after creators that manipulate engagement on the platform. In its newest update, Meta shared that since the start of the year, it penalized more than 500,000 accounts that engaged in such tactics, applying measures ranging from demoting their comments and reducing the distribution of their content to preventing these accounts from monetizing. The company has also removed more than 10 million profiles it says impersonated large content producers. Additionally, Meta is rolling out new in-app insights it says can help folks understand issues affecting their reach or monetization status. The new dashboard will highlight potential problems like unoriginal content or spammy captions, as well as issues affecting monetization. Anthropic's Claude can now create and edit designs with Visual Studio Canva from within an AI chat. This integration is powered by a Canva server that uses Anthropic's Model Context Protocol, or MCP. Claude can use Canva's tools to generate a design or search for materials within a user's Canva workspace. This functionality requires a paid subscription to Claude, and access also varies based on the user's Canva plan. Multiple artificial intelligence platforms have started using MCP to connect their models to applications. Anthropic unveiled its MCP in November, and earlier this month it announced that Wiley and Panopto had created MCP servers to connect to Claude. In addition, Anthropic now has a directory of all the platforms that use its MCP tech. From that directory, users can discover and access the remote services and local apps that connect to Claude. Subscriptions are required for the remote connectors. It seems likely that the company will continue to expand its roster of supported services and get its chatbot active in more third-party platforms. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Lawrence Bonk, Carissa Bell, and Anna Washenko, and was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.